The world is coming undone. Imperial flags reign across the galaxy.
We have intercepted a coded Imperial transmission. It indicates that a major weapons test is imminent.
The message was sent by your father.
We need to know what it is and how to destroy it.
This is our chance to make a real difference.
If you're really doing this, I want to help.
Good.
Good. I've been recruiting for the rebellion for a long time.
We destroyed our home. I fight the Empire now.
I fear nothing. All is as the Force wills it.
Every day they grow stronger.
What will you do when they catch you? What will you do if they break you? If you continue to fight, what will you become?
Are you with me?
All the way.
May the Force be with us.
Hey YouTubers, it's Charlie. So new Star Wars Rogue One footage, it's more of like a Rebels spin on the Imperial trailer that we saw last week, so let's do a breakdown. So some of you probably picked up on the big changes in this trailer. It's really like the same Darth Vader trailer, only made for an international audience. It's really like the Japanese trailer, so it features Donnie Yen, Jian Wang a little bit more dialogue. I don't think we've actually heard Jian Wang's character talk that much, but the other big change is that over like the last big trailer, I'll link it at the end of this just so you guys can hear the difference, is that in the last trailer, the song that they used was the Imperial March. So like the tone of the trailer was very different, like the Empire is slowly crushing the galaxy as it rises. This trailer swaps that song for the classic Star Wars theme, so it's a little bit more hopeful. Instead of feeling the crushing weight of the Empire, you're seeing this more from the perspective of the rebels, like we have to rise up, more hopeful tone. And the obvious change too is that it kind of spells the beats of the story out. We hear the Empire has a new weapon, they're getting ready for a test. We want you to check it out. Like a "that's no moon, that's a space station" type moment. The message was sent by your father. That's actually who Mads Mikkelsen's character is in the movie. He's an Oppenheimer type character who's responsible for the creation of the Death Star. Obviously, like a lot of people were responsible for the creation of the Death Star, but he's one of the people who's responsible for turning it into a weapon of mass destruction. I wonder whether he was forced to do it by the Empire or whether they told him he was creating something different. It sounds like it's the second, like he's this genius who comes up with this awesome idea and the Empire twists it into something evil and uses it to build their Death Star. So in the way Luke Skywalker has this really weird relationship with his father, Darth Vader, Jyn Erso has a weird relationship with her father. Even though there's not a lot of parity between that, her father is just another great person who's been twisted by the Empire and eventually grows to regret what he's done. So let me know in the comments, which trailer do you like more? Do you like this story trailer? It really is like a story trailer, like it spells the beats of the story out a little bit better than the last trailer. Or do you like the last trailer, which doesn't exactly tell you what's going on, but you kind of get a sense from the images. Like you can piece things together, the tone is a little bit darker. It's a little more confusing for people who have never seen a Star Wars movie before. And here, like that's another thing too. When we go to see this in movie theaters, it feels like you won't be able to tell the difference between seeing this movie and when you saw one of the classic trilogy movies in the theater. Now, most of us are probably too young to have seen the movies in the theater on first run back in the 70s and the early 80s, but I actually did get to see the special editions in a movie theater, and there will be some theaters that continue to rerun the classic movies in theaters. So if you ever have the opportunity, you should definitely check out one of the original Star Wars movies in a movie theater, just because you get that classic experience, like the 70s style with all the small models. It's always fun to watch the documentaries about how they made those movies. But of all the Star Wars movies that are coming, the new Star Wars movies, this most feels like one of those classic Star Wars movies. Now obviously Episode 7 felt a lot like Episode 4 in terms of the plot. Going forward, that's going to change. You're going to see less and less familiar things as they introduce new ideas, new characters, new places. but Rogue One was made like a classic film, and it's covering story from the time of the classic trilogy. So if you're someone who really likes those classic movies, this is definitely your movie, much more so than Episode 7. So it's going to be a lot of fun, and I'm really excited. And if you guys haven't heard, it seems like they're casting Han Solo's wife for the Han Solo spin-off movie. If you guys don't know who she is, he has this wife from a previous life before he met Leia Organa. So there's this really funny story in the comics where they kind of spell that out, and it's really awkward where she shows up, she's a total badass, and Leia finds out that Han Solo is married and did not tell her, but it's this really awkward situation. It's not as simple as it sounds. So if you want to learn more about that, just read the Star Wars comics that Marvel has been publishing since they got the rights to do the Star Wars comics again. But a whole bunch of big news. Marvel just announced that they're doing a Runaways TV series on Hulu. I know that sounds weird, but I'll probably do a video eventually. My next video will be the Flash movie because they confirmed that Cyborg is going to be a big part of that. So be sure to subscribe to get that. That'll be posting later today, so get hype. It's going to be awesome. While you guys wait for that to post, you can click here for the Imperial version of that trailer, and extra hardcore, you can click here for the Punisher Season 1 teaser trailer. Thank you so much for watching. Everybody, let's high five. I'll see you guys tonight.